Nothing in this podcast or on our website should be construed as medical advice. Consult your healthcare provider for your individual nutritional and medical needs. The information presented is based on our research and is strictly that of the author and not necessarily those of any professional group or other individual.
Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers. Welcome to Sue's Healthy Minutes. I'm so excited you've joined me today, and I hope this episode encourages you and allows you to find the answers you have been praying for the health of you and your family. Happy New Year, and welcome back to Season 2 of Sue's Healthy Minutes. It's hard to believe we are now 23 years into the second millennium, but 2023 promises to be an exciting year. A common New Year's tradition for many people usually includes some type of New Year's resolutions, whether a formally written down goal or simply a renewed determination to improve some aspect of our lives. Today, I thought it would be appropriate to share the beginning history of this tradition and some ideas on how to set more accomplishable goals that can often bring about what I like to call a ripple effect into other areas of our life. First, for a little New Year's resolution history. The custom of making New Year's resolutions has actually been around for thousands of years. It is believed to have been practiced by the ancient Babylonians some 4,000 years ago. Though their new year was celebrated in mid-March when crops were planted, promises of living a better life were made to appease their pagan gods. Later, in ancient Rome, the practice was continued when the Emperor Julius Caesar changed the calendar and established January 1st as the first month of a new year. But again, the practice of resolutions and promises of good conduct for the coming year were made to find favor with their false gods. Despite the tradition's pagan roots, early Christians found that the first day of the new year seemed to be the perfect occasion for reflecting on one's past mistakes and resolving to do better in the coming year. Today, the practice seems to focus more on self-improvement, as the top 10 resolutions people make are about choosing a healthier lifestyle, with losing weight and exercising more at the top of the list. While these are excellent goals, for most people, the resolutions actually made are vague and no definite steps to reach the desired goal is even considered. These realities may explain why such resolutions are hard to follow and achieve and are often abandoned shortly after even being made. In fact, according to recent studies, 45% of Americans say they do make a New Year's resolution, but only 8% are successful in achieving their goals. But these poor statistics won't stop most of us from resolving to do better in the coming year and make at least one New Year's resolution. But what might we do differently to give us better results? After all, Albert Einstein's famous definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over while expecting different results. So let's stop the insanity. Some years ago, I attended a conference where one of the speakers presented an idea for achieving goals that gave me hope that goals could indeed be accomplished. The title of his message was called The Ripple Effect. The rules: a tangible goal with a definite start and finish time. The truth he presented was a simple one: a tangible goal with a definite start and finish time that would most likely produce noticeable benefits that would more often than not produce a ripple effect into other areas of our lives, encouraging us to set other goals for improvement. The dictionary defines a ripple effect as the continuing and spreading results of an event or action. This can be vividly displayed as when a rock is thrown into the water and ripples radiate out from that point of contact. The key, goal setting becomes more definite than vague. For example, your New Year's resolution of exercising more becomes, I will do 15 minutes a day of some kind of exercise for the next 21 days. Or the resolution to eat a healthier diet becomes, I will eat a piece of fresh fruit or vegetable every day for the next 21 days. Or the resolution of, I will break my soft drink or caffeine addiction becomes, I will drink an 8-ounce glass of water before drinking any other beverage for the next 21 days. I think you're probably getting the picture by now. 21 days has been proven as the perfect number of days to either break or establish a habit. Of course, 10 days or 2 weeks will work well too, if that's more desirable for your personality. Such small, tangible steps will more often than not produce noticeable benefits that will usually ripple into other areas of our lives, encouraging us to make other reachable goals with great results and an overall lifestyle change. One of the best examples of the ripple effect can be seen in the Bible, in the well-known story of what many Christians refer to as the Daniel fast. Daniel chapter 1 verse 8 tells us that Daniel made up his mind that he would not defile himself with the king's finest food or with the wine which the king drank. So he asked the commander of the officials that he might be excused so that he would not defile himself. Now the commander was afraid to honor Daniel's request because the king had ordered the food and drink. But Daniel set a tangible goal with a specific start and finish time. His goal and time, only vegetables and water for 10 days. His goal to not defile himself, his ripple effect, he looked better and healthier than all the other young men eating the king's diet. In just 10 days, there was a noticeable improvement in both his appearance and his overall health, the ripple effect. This past month, I decided to study the biblical Feast of Dedication referred to in John 10:22 and celebrated by Jesus. You may know it best by the name of Hanukkah. While there is some legend mixed in with the celebration, the actual history of the feast is filled with truth for us today. The Feast of Dedication was established as a celebration to commemorate the miraculous defeat by the ragtag group of non-compromising Jews led by the Maccabee brothers. This defeat of the powerful Greek military led by a man called Antiochus, who was determined to abolish every trace of worship of the true God of the Jewish people, was a miracle indeed. Antiochus had defiled the temple by setting up a statue of the Greek god Zeus and even going so far as sacrificing a pig on the altar of the temple. But an attempt to force such sacrifices all throughout the land brought an unexpected revolt by the Maccabees. After the defeat of the most powerful military of the day, the Maccabees cleansed the temple and rededicated it to God. The Hebrew word Hanukkah actually means rededication. 1 Corinthians 6:19 tells us that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. As we begin this new year, I would like to challenge you to join me in rededicating our temples to the one true God and make up our minds, as Daniel did, that we will not defile our temple. Let's begin by making some tangible, reachable goals one step at a time and enjoy the ripple effects that will surely come. And of course, if milling your own flour to make your own bread has been something you've been resolving to do, now may be the perfect time to take that first great step. Buy a grain mill and some wheat and resolve to make all your own bread from freshly milled flour for the next 21 days. Or perhaps you've slipped from your bread making routine, so making a resolution to make all of your own bread from freshly milled flour for the next 2 weeks could be your reachable goal. I guarantee that either of these resolutions will bring some amazing ripple effects. It certainly did for me when I started more than 30 years ago, and thousands of others have shared testimonies of the same over the years, exclaiming over and over, "It's the bread. It's got to be the bread. That's the only change in my diet I made." I have never seen any one healthy decision bring such noticeable results and ripple effects. I want to thank you for listening today. I hope you have been inspired to set some tangible goals that will produce ripple effects in every aspect of your life, as well as to those around you. Over the next few weeks, I will be sharing some more tangible goals that perhaps we can all do together. But until next time, this is Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minutes.
Sue's Healthy Minutes podcast has been a presentation by the Bread Beckers Incorporated located in Woodstock, Georgia. For more information, store hours, and learning opportunities, visit breadbeckers.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and never miss an episode. Share this with 2 friends who would benefit from this information, and be sure to join us again next week for more of Sue's Healthy Minutes.